I put the tape up there. Basically, yeah, to hold it in place, and because we were expecting a little rain, we still have rain in the forecast, but we try to help hold the 3M tape to the body as much as possible. And most of the full contact areas, it did pretty good, as you see on the sides here. The curves didn't do too well. The spot there didn't quite catch too well. And like I said, on the curves and on that front lower end. So now I'm gonna have to do what I was hoping I didn't, or what I was trying to avoid, is using screws. But at the moment, I have no other option to really hold it in place. So what I'm gonna do as far as the screws, I ordered these off in Temu. I was gonna use them for a project. I think they'll come in handy. And I picked up number 632/3/4 because these happen to be a little bit too short. 5/8 are a little bit too short once I put everything in place. I would go ahead and countersink them now and fill it in, but just for sake of time and the cosmetics, see, that will fit in there as such. Like I said, for the sake of time and the cosmetics, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way. Let's try our old screw trick. Just taking a screw, it's more of an awkward position than anything. Line that corner, that edge. Now make sure you press it on around. Have that bottom edge meet there. It's going to have a bit of overhang on that end. But that's what I'm going to go for. This one here happens to be a whole lot easier to get to. Okay, I think that pulled around pretty good. Those little caps don't look too bad, but like I say, eventually I'm gonna countersink the holes after it sit for a while, get adhesive, get that 3M tape time to bond and catch, and then when I countersink them and just use the screws alone, I'm gonna cover that with just a little piece of fiberglass perhaps, build it up, just make it look one piece, make it look smooth. I'm also gonna put, if you can, don't know if you can see that gap in there, but I'm also gonna go ahead and put one screw there. So it's gonna be 3 on the corner, on each one of the corners to hold it in place. You can see it here. I'm gonna put a screw there to hold it on that corner, on this corner, and then down on that front corner. When using these, do not over tighten them because it will cause it to sink in. For the moment, I'm gonna have to go with that. Got this one pulled in a little tight, but I like the way it's holding right there. And like I said, I can deal with those 3. So get the other ones in place, but that's how it looks. That corner might be a little tassel on both sides. Now I used those 3 screws, or on, well, a total of 6, 3 in each location on both sides to pull it together because it's not a direct fit. And there you're gonna want to trim it. I will completely trim the top and then trim the bottom as needed. That corner is going to be troublesome. That corner is going to be troublesome on both sides. So like I said, I would trim the top first and then fit the bottom as needed. Once again, 3 screws on this side as well to pull it around and pull it together. On this back portion, the 3M tape holds pretty good. But once, like I said, once again, once you hit those corners, that's when it starts to buck and you have problems. The exhaust, there was a hair inch difference. The modified pipes might fit a little better, give you a little bit more room and extend out a little bit further, which I want to update the pipes. I want to update them before I put this on, so I know exactly what I'm working with. But as I update them, hopefully they will stick out a bit further. I like the way these fit a little bit better on the 07, except as you see, that left corner is just as tight on this one, and it's a shorter, it's not as wide. Pretty much the same problem and right close to the same areas, the same spot as on the 2020. But like I said, once these sit for a while, I want to come back, countersink them, use the screws, but put washers behind them on the bolt side so that it will give it something to tighten against. But in a nutshell, all together, there you have it. The V3 style spoiler on the 2020 SE AWD Camry, the 8th generation model Camrys. Those are the adjustments you'll need to make to get a good fit. I like it. Overall, I really like the trim on the SE models, the natural trim, but I wanted a little fuller rear, so this is what I'm gonna go with.